100 minus 7.
Jules. Bam. I'll be ballin'. Yeah. Jules. 100 minus 7. I be getting to them racks, money ballin' with my dogs, running up a bag, I be running up yards, scoring shot ready, I was on the ball, 100 minus 7 sports, ballin' on the mall, getting to the racks, ballin' with my dogs, running up a bag, I be running up yards, scoring shot ready, I was on the ball, 100 minus 7 sports, ballin' on the mall. I be ballin' with my dogs. I be ballin' with my dogs. 100 minus 7 sports, ballin' on the mall. We be ballin' on the mall. Yo, welcome to Nova TV, 100 minus 7 sports. And tonight, we gotta talk about the Rockets versus the Spurs. Now, Houston, we got a problem, man. Every time Wemby come through, it's a UFO. Now, Wemby, you already know the 7'6" assassin, man. Yo, he was just out there dogging shit, defensively and offensively. And shout out to KD, man. You know KD, that's my dog, you heard? But KD, he dropped about, I think, 23 points. And then Wemby had 29 and 8. It was nothing you could do with that, you heard? But shout out to the Spurs and their defense, man. Shout out to Castle. Shout out to Fox, man. I don't know. It's looking like, the Spurs reborn. Like, that Duncan, Tony Parker, Ginobili era. It looks like we about to get that all over again, you heard? But every time Wemby come through and he play against the Rockets, it's always a UFO. There's nothing you can do when a spaceship land. Once that spaceship land, it's a wrap. I seen KD out there. He was trying to defend a couple shots, but it just was nothing you can do about it. He was just too crafty. You know what I'm saying? Too crafty. He was getting that cheese out there. You heard? But shout out to Wemby, man. We gonna talk to OGDC in a minute, get his thoughts on the game. But overall, I feel like, the Spurs might be the top contender in the playoffs, man. Like, don't be surprised if Wemby, if he pulled through for the chip, because as you can see, I think Detroit's still the top team in the East. But if the Spurs play the bad boys, the Detroit bad boys, I feel like Wemby got it. Another UFO, you heard? But it was a Texas showdown, and as you can see, the big dogs of Texas is San Antonio. So we gonna call that's the team of Texas right now. That's the number one team in Texas. You got Dallas, you got the Rockets, but the big dogs of Texas right now is Wemby and the Spurs, man. Now KD and the Goon, I thought y'all was gonna give them a little competition today. Now shout out to them for trying to come back in. I believe, it was the third quarter. It was down by 20. They dropped it down to 10. But then the next thing you know, somebody hit a 3. I think it was Castle. And it was a wrap, You couldn't do nothing after that, It's like all you could do is try. But what can you do when with an alien invasion? You know what I'm saying? You can't do much with that, you heard? But shout out to them for their efforts, man. But Wemby, big dog, man, you heard? Now all you gotta worry about is OKC. OKC in the West, and I don't really see too much trouble with the Lakers, you heard? But I say with the Rockets, and that's definitely competition for them. But as you can see, tonight it was a little different. Now, if we in the playoff series, I ain't gonna hold you. I'm rocking with Wemby, man. I can't really trust the Rockets like that, even though that's one of my teams right there, you heard? But Wemby, man, the game is too nice. As far as the East, man, I feel like the Spurs can handle the Celtics, they can handle the Cavaliers, and as you can see, they can handle the Pistons, Like, they blew them out. So I don't know. I don't want to call it too early or too soon, but I feel like the Spurs can win a championship. Now we got a playoff series, OKC versus the Spurs.
I don't know. Wemby versus SGA. We have to see. We have to see, but I'm putting my money on the Alien. But I ain't gonna say too much, yo. We gonna talk to OGDC and get his thoughts on the game. But y'all know the vibes, man. It's 100-7 Sports. It's your host, Priest. Yo, welcome to Sauce Nova TV, 100-7 Sports. And tonight, OG, we gotta talk about Wemby, the Alien, versus KD, Easy Money Sniper. Now, Wemby came out on fire, OG. Wemby dropped 29. KD dropped 23. But I ain't gonna hold you. They had KD on lockdown, man. But KD still did his thing, you heard? He still dropped some buckets, but it wasn't enough. They got blown out, OG. They lost by like 30. But off the rip, first quarter, Wemby came out fire. Splash, 3-pointer. Next play, you know what I'm saying? He dunking, doing all type of shit. Now, the highlight play of the night was when he came through, did the reverse two-hand dunk. Pause from the side, like, yo, he was wilding out there. Wemby, it was a Texas showdown, and Houston had a problem, and the problem was Wemby, OG. So, what you gotta say about the game, man? How you feeling about it?
Hey, man, I like seeing Wemby grow up. I like him being who he is. The dude can shoot a three, and when he shoots it, his form. Look at his form.
Facts.
He looks good. The man will hit that 4 out of 5 times.
Facts.
I mean, he's done the work.
Because I think
he's that big. He can move. He can move. He can do at his size that most people can't right now.
Right, 9 for like 13.
It's just that weird.
Word, 9 for 13. That's some good field. Yeah. Like he barely missed.
All the bigs behind him are going like, holy crap.
Word, man, because it's yo,
his tendons held up.
Facts.
his hamstring held up. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Trust me, man. This dude is the real deal, and it's a pleasure to watch Wemby do his thing.
And watching the game, right, we seen that the Rockets try to come back, right? Like they got it back down to like 10, but I feel like what was the third quarter? They was down by 20 points, right? And after that, I was like, oh, this shit over. But then, luckily, they called back up. But then after a while, the Spurs, they locked back in. Darren Fox, Castle, all of a sudden they start hitting threes. Wemby start wilding out. And then it was a wrap from there.
Hey, rally around the big man down the stretch.
Word, because KD had a good game.
Big man down the stretch. We gonna be rolling with you, and as long as they rolling with him, they got a chance to win every game.
Facts, man. So in the playoff series, who you think? Spurs or the Rockets? Who you got in 7?
Spurs.
All day. Okay, you rocking with the Alien.
Without hesitation.
So is it safe to say that the Spurs are the big dogs of Texas? Because you got Dallas, you got the Rockets, and you got, San Antonio. So it's a fit. We're gonna say this officially: the Spurs is the new face of Texas. Is it safe to say, OG, or are you still thinking with the Rockets?
The new or again?
Or again. This is like reborn.
Yeah, reborn, redux, whatever you want to call it. But
you're making Tim Duncan proud, man.
They not new. They not new to this.
That's a fact. You know what I'm saying?
And you just lit the fire.
It was a UFO tonight, OG.
You just lit the fire.
The UFO, Spurs was on fire.
Yeah.
They came out gunning, doing what they do. You heard? Shit like that.
We'll see.
But OG, you got any last thoughts to say, man? Anything else?
When's the next party when we can watch this game?
Yo, man. Shit, man. I think we gonna see the rematch soon, man. We'll see it in the playoff series. Yeah. But tonight, the Spurs got another W. Shit like that. You heard? But y'all know the vibes, man. It's your host, OGDC. It's Sauce Nova TV. 100-7 Sports. And we out, man. Peace.